welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're going to do a review of the UM84 holster in the shoulder holster configuration. Back in the mid-1980s, when the U.S. military adopted the M9 service pistol, it also concurrently adopted the M12 holster, which was the military designation for the Bianchi UM84 holster system. Now, the system came in many configurations. The basic belt holster, it came as a drop leg, it came as a chest mount, it came as a shoulder holster mount. And the U.S. military decided that, man, the belt rig is what we needed. So that's all that was ever officially adopted. Now, the fact that the UM84 was available on the civilian market at the same time the military was procuring the M12 made it a case where a lot of people in service would go ahead and get the other options. I know in Desert Storm, a lot of the pilots I worked with went ahead and got the drop leg extender because it made, with all the gear they had to carry, it made it a lot easier to carry their pistol in the helicopter and a lot more comfortable to fly with. I never saw the shoulder holster configuration like I'm wearing now being used. However, I have heard subsequently, especially during the invasion of Iraq, that a lot of people went out and bought the shoulder holster system, and that's what we're going to review here today. Let's go over the components of the shoulder holster adapter for the UM84 M12 holster system. First of all, you've got this section that feeds through the slots on the holster on both sides, and then it allows it to create a belt loop that'll snap to your belt. You have the retention device here, which is a snap system that performs the same function as the flap does on the belt configuration. Then you have the shoulder straps that have slide buckles that can adjust the loop on each side of your body. On the opposite side, you have a Fastex type buckle that secures the support side to your belt. Along that, you have a magazine pouch attached that's designed to hold one 9mm double stack magazine. Here I'm wearing the shoulder holster thing in its intended way. That's the pistol down my weak side so I can cross draw over to draw it. It's secured to my belt. Here on the opposite side, it's secured to my belt as well by the use of a Fastex buckle system. Also attached to that Fastex buckle system is a single cell magazine pouch that holds an M9 magazine absolutely perfectly. When used in the belt configuration, the UM84/M12 holster retains the pistol in the holster by the use of a flap system. Obviously, when converted to shoulder holster, a flap's not an option. And what retains the pistol is this little piece right here. And to withdraw the pistol, what you have to do is undo the snap, and then you can draw the pistol in a vertical motion and reinsert it when you're done and resecure the snap. And you can see by all that fumbling, that's not exactly an easy thing to do. I would say that this retention system right here is the entire weak point of this system. Doing it one-handed is not the easiest. There's not a whole lot to grab onto here with this snap. Then you have to withdraw the pistol. Holstering back up, much as you may want it to be, is simply a two-handed operation, which is a lot of the functionality you lose from this holster compared to its belt configuration. On the opposite side, the rig is secured to your belt by the use of a Fastex buckle. Attached to the webbing is also a single magazine pouch holding one M9 magazine. Withdrawing the magazine with your weak hand goes like this. It's not the most dexterous operation you can perform. Putting the magazine back in the pouch is not a one-handed affair. It takes both hands. Not to mention the pouch is not securely mounted. You can see it can move around a lot. Next thing you notice, look at my trousers. My belt's off kilter. They're not comfortable to wear like this. That's because to get the adjustments, to get the pistol to ride where you want it to ride, means you have to keep the offside very tight, unnaturally tight. It makes your pants wear a whole lot higher than you normally would, and as you can see, they're cockeyed here. Makes you look like your 90-year-old grandpa. This is not a comfortable system. I've been practicing with this the last few days, and I've got to say, this is a no-go. While I'm a big fan of the UM84 system, this is a configuration that not so much. In the belt configuration, no problem. In the drop leg configuration, no problem. Shoulder holster configuration, there's a better way to do this, and I'm also getting ready to demonstrate how it's currently used and why that's even worse than you see in this configuration. It should be noted that while this kit converts the UM84 M12 holster from a belt holster into a shoulder holster, it does not give it concealability. First of all, it's designed to hold an M9 or equivalent size pistol. These are not exactly small pistols to begin with, they're service pistols. Second of all, the rig is not designed with concealment in mind. So unless you happen to be wearing a heavy winter parka, you're not concealing anything. So don't think that you're buying this rig as a method for concealing your handgun with a holster you already happen to have. Earlier in the video, you'll notice that my blouse was tucked into my trousers, and this was for two reasons. One, to show how the holster system connected to the belt, but also to show you how it's properly be worn. Now my blouse is untucked, and you're like, okay, what's the point? Well, pay attention to the news and different magazines that cover the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. You'll see many an officer usually carrying their firearm in a shoulder holster, sometimes this system, sometimes other shoulder holster systems, but invariably their blouse will not be tucked in. Why? Because your combat blouse is not supposed to be tucked into your trousers. It's not how it's designed to be worn, so they wear it properly. However, that doesn't allow you to use the attachment systems on the holster or on your support side properly, and therefore the holster all of a sudden doesn't work properly. And I'll demonstrate. I'm going to go one-hand draw the pistol. Well, maybe not, but if I two-handed, okay, so there we go. I can only operate the pistol for unholstering and holstering operations, two-handed. So if I'm driving a Humvee with my hand on the wheel, wow, that took a lot to get out, didn't it? So a lot of people do this. It's a great way to carry your firearm and not lose it. It's not a great way to employ it. Now granted, if your pistol is your only weapon, you're probably in an area of low threat, but hey, you still got to take it into account. The other thing, let's say I get my pistol out. Bang, 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 pew, 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 pew. I need to reload because I'm out of bullets. Let's get that reload out. Wow, could have watched Dances with Wolves or Star Wars in that amount of time. So it just goes to show the system is not good and actually detrimental if not used properly. Okay, I just displayed why it's really a bad idea to deploy a shoulder holster unsecured. Let me show you some other reasons. Oh, there's something on the ground there. Yeah, there. It's flopping around. So if I really need to use this pistol, I can't. So, in conclusion, the UM84/M12 holster system is still an excellent holster system if used in its original belt-mounted configuration. It's even acceptable in a drop leg configuration, but be honest, technology is advanced and there's a lot better options out there. In a shoulder holster configuration, it's usable. And using that term really loosely. You can use it, but it comes with a whole lot of limitations. You're effectively making yourself, depending on how you wear it, commit to a two-hand draw. It's not the easiest pistol to get unsnapped and out of the holster. Your reloads will be slow as anything. So if you really just have to carry a pistol out of the way, yeah, okay, it's going to do it. If your reason for carrying a pistol in a shoulder holster is because, well, I'm driving a lot, I'm at a desk-type position a lot, but I need to be armed, go ahead, get a shoulder holster that's designed, purpose-built to be a shoulder holster. This is a rig that converts a belt flap holster into a shoulder holster. And like a lot of conversions of a lot of different products in life, it doesn't do well in its converted status. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to today's edition of Pegasus Test. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for future holster evaluations.